and September. So we have gone negative, so we're going to want to borrow some money. We're getting closer. That's actually, oh, that's not what I was thinking it was. Oh, okay. So yeah, we can get 150 more if we wait for a little bit better price. And we definitely want to wait on things like cheese or the bottled milk. For regular milk, it is almost 1,000 more. Just because I have so much of it, I guess, because it's not that far off of the map. The bottled milk would actually be fine. Obviously, there's still things I don't know where it is. And that's, we really don't want to wait, but we will make a decent amount just off of milk product. 4.5, 22 probably by the time I sell it. Well, we'll say 30,000 off of the milk products maybe, if we're lucky. And let's look at the weather. Oh, okay. So when we looked yesterday, we couldn't see the rain, but we looked just a bit too soon because I think we could only see till 6 a.m. So the rain's about to come. Let's check. This is still a little wet there, and let's go to the north. And very dry up here. So we probably do want, well, we'll see how it changes after the rain. I don't think that it's going to change enough, but we'll probably want to throw water on here for an hour or so. And then, I mean, besides our grass fields, that's all we have. And as I was expecting, it's still a little wet there. Our spots where it's a little dry, but that's fine. We want to see about this one. Yeah, it probably won't hurt to throw water on this again as well. There's actually going to be lots of water because I'm probably going to want to throw water on these. I don't know if planting them will add some moisture, but they're very dry. Now, we did throw liquid poop on them, which I imagine I could pretend that did a little bit, but we're going to be turning that over and then adding water. Which means we're going to want this and the cedar. Change that to barley. We will have to separate it. Oh, yes. So that we can actually get it turned over. I guess this doesn't really turn it over, it just mixes it up a little bit. The same thing. Ish. It might be super annoying that adding the power harrow and the cedar combo doesn't make it a direct drill. It is nice we still get to use the ridge markers while just using the power harrow section. And we're going to want to make sure that we look at that often, because we won't want any spaces. Now this does make it so I can plant in where the hail hit, right? I know early on it was bugged, but I'm pretty sure it's not anymore. I mean, it does kind of look different. Like it's been over. Maybe we grab the cedar and throw a line of seeds on just to make sure. Or at least do it with the in the spot where the hail had hit. We are gonna keep with doing barley in here again and wheat in the other field. Doesn't have to be pretty, we just want to Oh, I thought I turned it on. Oh, it's not even on the tool. So I hit the button, but it was on the tool. Okay, it does look like it went across all of it. Yeah. I just wanted to double check, and that could just stick there. Oh, what we can see, though, is yes, it didn't really add, oh, it did not add any moisture. So, I don't think there's a lack of germination feature, so it would still grow, I assume. We would just want to make sure we had moisture before it gets to the point where it can wither. But let's get past the rain. It changed sound, and I didn't pay attention to the fact it just changed to a lighter sound. Okay, we're almost done with this section. We'll have to go back and go across a few of the sides. But overall, we're almost done with this section. Ah, yep. There is a tree right in front of me, and I still didn't see it. I didn't think of the fact that there would be something to run into. I did not turn it back on. I didn't realize I had turned it off. I'm doing great, by the way. Okay, let's see. It's so hard to look at this with the weird thing. Oh, because part of it is considered a seed bed. Okay, so as long as it has, one of those, so that's just awkward on that. But I think we're good. Okay, yeah. Actually, we can just look to see if the harvested went away. So there's a little bit on that section. But otherwise, we're good on that side. And we can just go across this on one pass, and we should get whatever section is missing. We'll probably want to go across this in 2 passes. Which means I want to do this. Okay, no more purple. So half of the field has been done. Yeah, so just turning around and doing this line, and I will have gone across the part where it connects to the other side of the field, and we only have a triangle left. And let's see about, yeah, we made sure to always overlap with where it connects, so we won't have to come back and go across that. Which, of course, is the sad part about this is we're going to have to do the exact same path. And it might be better because we have the lines. But because of how the texture works out, we can still see where the ridges used to be before I smoothed them out. So we should be able to just use those instead of using the ridge marker again. And we should check. Yeah, you guys, we will need to make TMR in the morning. So let's get this, or actually, we can do that now. We can get this connected, and then we can just move it out of the way. And get our, ooh, we're going to need to, I mean, we already took the loan out. So we're going to need to buy, what's it called? Feed mixture, mineral feed. There we go. We're gonna need to buy some mineral feed. Yep. So we're going to need, well, the pallet fork, so we can go buy some mineral feed. I'm trying to think. I wish we had a small bale trailer, because I am going to want herbicide. But I don't want to get out the whole thing. I'd rather drive there later on when we also need herbicide. Or when we're about ready to use herbicide. So let's head out to the store quick and get some mineral feed. Let's see how filling up the bucket automatically works out for us. Oh, that'll work. And I mean, this should get us. We've been using just one mix per month, so that would be 5 months. We might have to use a little more because obviously we're getting more cows and the babies are getting older. So we probably have 4 months worth of mineral feed. In this time without it having to be on a pile on the ground. So that's exciting. Okay, here is a full load of TMR for the cows. And they probably need straw. Yeah, I think we'll put a couple bales of straw in here. Give them some more bedding. We're still going to want it on. Let's get that actually in there. There we go. And then get out 2 more bales of straw. Okay. And that wasn't. I was thinking it would just fall in and start getting shredded, but it didn't fall. Or my bike caught it just before it was about to get shredded. But let's get the bedding in, and then the cows will be sorted for a while. Okay, so now that it's daytime again, we can start putting some barley in that field. Baby cow. Should be set up to, yeah. And then we can also just hopefully be able to use the lines we're given. Let's get on this path. I don't want to not be. This one obviously doesn't have a line because it's where I started. And we're going to want, well, I guess this will work, but let's put that on. I mean, I guess the texture change does make it pretty easy to tell. Now we can really see how this is going to work and if I should just do ridges again. I guess it probably won't be that obvious on this pass. It'll be the next pass that'll really show. And that means this side of the field is done except for this right here. I think was where it looked like the cultivation, like I could see the cultivation through it. So now we want to line up with this edge of the field. Mental with that. And then we should be able to use the lines from then on. Okay, this has to go there on this one. Which hopefully won't be a problem on the other lines. Now, it was the thing where the lines, even just on the power harrow, I had to start going a little to the side on here, on this side of the field, because it wasn't getting it all. So it should still be fine. It was likely because it was a little less thought involved without having to worry about switching ridge markers and stuff. But it seemed like it was faster. But then I look at the time and it still took us all day. Which is great news because we still have the bigger field to get done. And we have to spray herbicide and probably want to do water as well. I don't know if that mean, that's probably, we can probably spray herbicide and call it good. That should add a lot of moisture, right? I'm just not sure if this is something like that with all the chemicals would, like, not everything that wet adds hydration. But we'll probably call it, um, that. Like, we didn't add any moisture when we did the slurry, and that would have definitely added some moisture. So between that and the herbicide, I think we'll turn on the irrigation while doing that. Okay, so just this little bit, I think we'll go along the edges too. I'm pretty sure we got it all, but we're going to make sure. And we should be good. So it looks all green. And the next thing will be this field. Yeah, nope, I didn't double check. I thought I was on the cedar. I knew we had it lowered. I checked that. But I thought we were on the cedar, so I could disconnect just the cedar. And just deciding which side I think we want to start on this side. Get the long rows done. That's the angle, though. I don't think the angle on either side is going to be great. Because I think we'd have to get to 225 if I wanted it. Obviously, there's 180, and then 225, 70. 270's probably, well, maybe we just start in the middle at like 180. Or we can do this. Maybe we just do this. Because I mean, the main thing was unless I go on one of those angles, then I can't use the ridge marker. But if I use the lines, I don't need to use the ridge marker. So I guess it was that. And well, we won't be able to get too far into this at all. We can get at least a little bit. Okay, so this will be the longest inside row, and that will be a good one to end on for the night. Got a good portion of it done, even with only a few hours to get it to work on it tonight. There we go. We have gotten to the point where we're gonna be driving shorter and shorter distances. Well, until we get to the headlands, obviously. Which will be a good place to start. Well, when we get back to that, we'll likely do the sprayer stuff first in the morning. And yeah, I have a withering chance, so that it must actually have. I think I wasn't sure if it could have a chance to wither before it even spouted up. But yeah, see you tomorrow.